Hey guys, welcome. I wanted to give you a bit of what my routine looks like. I've been asked, how do I have a morning routine? How do I have an evening routine? I want to give you a little bit of it all, okay? Because I don't have only a morning routine or only an evening routine. I have kind of rituals, okay? Habits. Habits are what's going to make the success work for you. So, essentially, I want to start with the morning towards the end of the evening. Okay. With the morning, what I'm going to do is before I even wake up, okay, before I truly open my eyes, hop out of bed, as soon as my mind wakes up, then I'm thinking of how I already accomplished my goal for the day. Okay. So be the goal something that you're going to have a family event, or maybe it's, something that you have a personal goal or a sales goal or some type of accomplishment. You see it as already done. Okay. You don't even open your eyes yet. Okay. I don't open my eyes. I wake up in my mind. I'm still laying in bed, kind of fading away from the dreams. And I think, oh, here I am. I'm already winning today. I'm already going to accomplish exactly what I want today. Okay. I don't think what if, or maybe I'll accomplish it. I think immediately I have already accomplished this. Congratulations. It is done. Okay. Then I'm going to wake up. All right. What I mean by that is then I'm going to finally kind of start rousing my body. I'm going to open my eyes, but I do not ever open my eyes until I've already chosen to win. Okay. That's the very first thing. Adopt that if you will, adopt any of these. Okay. I'm telling you what I do. And what I do sometimes evolves. I'm not going to only choose the same thing every single day if it's not serving me. The habits serve me because I don't have to think about them. Okay. Think about that. If you do something repetitively enough, you will not have to think about what you're doing. So I wake up in my mind. I choose, I've already won. Okay. Be the champion before you even open your eyes. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually still lay there and I start envisioning people congratulating me, okay, on that goal, or myself congratulating me, or seeing the accomplishment of the day already done, how it laid out. Okay, so I see this visually in my mind's eye. I'm using my imagination right now, subjectively pushing my imagination to play how I want the day to roll out. Okay. And I choose that. You design it. You are a creator. Then what I'm going to do is essentially, I'm going to decide that I'm going to fix up my day through more design, affirmations. What I do is I go and grab my cup of coffee, I rinse my eyes out, brush my teeth, go grab a cup of coffee. I chug some water. I try to chug a ton of water. Water's really important to me. And, sometimes I don't get enough. So I'm always thinking of ways to get enough of nutritional value and water into my body. So I'll start chugging water. Then I will go get coffee. Okay. Love my coffee. I'll pour a little half and half in it. And then I'm starting to drink my coffee. I'll start saying gratitudes. Okay. I'll say affirmations. Sometimes I do it in the mirror, sometimes I don't. I'm saying them over and over in my head. Okay. And it's essentially what your goal card says. Okay. If you don't want to use your goal card, fine, record it. Listen to how you want the year to fold out through a vision statement. But what I do recommend is design your day. Don't get up and start listening to the news. Okay. I'll never do that. I used to do that decades ago. And what does the news tell you? All these horrors, all these traumas. Okay. There's very little news that tells you about something incredible and beautiful that happens, even though that happens all day long, everywhere in the world. So shut off things that aren't serving you, create a routine that is serving you. Now, what I'm doing is I'm creating the design of my energy. You don't want the outside world, the objective world, to design your energy for the day. You have to take a leading role in designing it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look over my time boxing. Okay. I'm going to look at my schedule. I'm going to look at my phone. I'm going to look at my Zoom chats. I'm going to be looking at WhatsApp. I'm going to be checking my texts, my emails. Okay. So I've already designed how I want everything to play out. And looking over my time boxing, and if you're not familiar with time boxing, it's what successful people do, because you do not control time. You control what you're choosing to do with that time. Okay. Processes. You're choosing to control processes, not the time. But the time boxing allows me to stay organized. So I often don't truly have to time box everything, because once it's a habit, then it's just innate. Okay. You're already doing it no matter what. But what did help me was time boxing, looking at the calendars, preparing everything, and seeing where I am. Okay. So I'm organizing. Okay. Remember that. Organize. So affirmations, then organize. Okay. Design. Then what I'm going to be doing is essentially saying those verbal gratitudes and starting my day. Okay. How do I do that? I'm going to be helping my kids. Okay. My kids got to get to school. Half of the week, I got to take them to school. I got a puppy. Puppy's got to go to the bathroom. So I'm taking care of kids and animals. Right. I already took care of myself. I'm ready. I'm ready to roll. I know what I'm going to accomplish. I know what the day is bringing to me. And then I'm going to start serving. Okay. Serve yourself, get started, then be ready and prepared, because you served yourself, to start serving others in the greatest way that you can. So I'm taking care of my kids. I'm taking care of my animals, and it's enjoyable because I'm in a great mood and I'm doing what I love. I love my kids. I love my animals. Okay. I have a 10-month-old, it's almost 10-month-old Australian cattle dog, essentially. She's a mutt. She's, from the pen, or the Humane Society. But she was a puppy, and she was clearly like a blue heeler cattle dog. And also, just on a side note, we don't know where her father was. Her father, I think, was a Labrador Retriever, because all the other litter looked like a lab. Okay, so these are just side notes. It's good to know who you're working with. It's good to know what they're doing. Humanize ourselves. Okay, so that's a little bit about my life. I have 2 children, and one is 14, almost 15. And then one is 5. Okay. So we got our handful, right? We love working with our kids, 2 daughters. So I'm taking care of them. I get them to school, and I've already taken care of our puppy, and I get back home. I start to work. Okay. It's very important to know what you need to do before you start working. Okay. I'm going to read my goal, see it as finished already again. And I'm speaking of my goal card, long-term goal card. I want that goal to always be in front of me. Seeing it as already done is like the carrot in front of the horse. Okay. You're going to gallop towards it. You're going to go towards it, but you must have that focus. You must know where you're going. Now, next, I'm going to be sure that essentially I'm prepared. Okay. I'm at my desk. I'm here. Everything's prepared. Got my coffee, got my water. And I already know what I need to do. So I start answering texts. I start answering emails. I start, reaching out to clients that need the help, and starting to truly kick ass for the day. You must absolutely be sure that you're prepared to work. So all of that morning routine allowed me to get here, okay, to my desk or to a client's office or wherever I am in order to help. So that's what I'm doing. And then what I do is I'm going to stop at some point in the morning. I'm going to work out. Okay. I love to work out. I didn't always, I know I need to work out, and I'm addicted to it. Okay. I love to work out. So every other day I'm with my trainer, and my trainer's kicking my ass. Okay. And I love it. She's awesome. And fortunately, I have the ability to do that not far. Okay. It's only about 5 minutes away. So I don't waste a lot of time to do this. I get there, I stretch, I get my ass kicked, I'm sweating balls. And essentially then I'm going to come back, and I get ready, I shower, I'm saying affirmations in the shower. Okay. You're going back to the goal again. I'm listening to my studies in the shower. Tony Robbins calls this net time, no extra time. He calls it net as an acronym, no extra time. I learned that from him years ago, and it really stuck with me. When you don't have extra time, then you use net time, no extra time. So, and the very last of my shower, I turn it to cold, all the way to cold, ice cold. I'm in Colorado. It is ice cold. Okay. And in summer, it's not so bad, actually. In the wintertime, it is brain numbing. I turn it on to all cold and I say my affirmation. It's not always the same. Today it was about how I subjectively control my focus, that my goal is already accomplished, and every cell in my body knows this truth. Thank you, God. Okay. So it doesn't matter what it is, but it does put my energy through the roof, and I get ready, and then I'm back at work. Okay. So I'm working again. Then essentially the rest of my afternoon is going to be study, break, work, study, break, work. Okay. And then I don't study too long. I'm either studying, Bob, of course. I'm studying Neville Goddard, Napoleon Hill. And essentially what you want to do is study something over and over and over and over and over and over repetitively until it is truly a part of you. Okay. Habitual. You think this way. You don't have to think about it. You just act on it because it's part of you. So study something over and over and over again. You don't have to study multiple subjects like I'm doing, whether it's marketing or, your craft or your mentors. But essentially all of it is you're studying yourself. So you're studying yourself to become better. The best investment in the world is yourself. So if you're investing in yourself all throughout the day, even if it's 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour, don't do more than an hour. Take action for the rest of the day. Don't do more than an hour of studying. Please don't. Okay, you're probably doing a disservice at that point. But the rest of the day, I'm just working, studying, break, working, studying, break. As I said, at some point towards the afternoon, it's work, break, and then the rest of the evening, I stop. It's time for my family, and this is typically around 5 or 6. Somebody listening right now is like, I know I was talking with EJ at 8 p.m., 9 p.m., his time, which is probably a different time in the world, Australia. However, but it's because I will make special circumstances to help somebody. I've served myself for the day. Now it's time to serve others. And sometimes you have to be flexible. You have to be able to evolve. You have to be able to help however you can. And that means to go the extra mile. Okay. So go the extra mile in anything that you're doing. Make times that you can do that, but also understand your family needs you. Okay. You need you. You have to be able to have time for yourself. So there's got to be, a stop check where you're like, okay, did I accomplish what I need to do? And then you move forward. Now, towards the very end of the evening, one of the best stop checks is before you go to bed. What did I do that worked great? What did I do that didn't? Okay. This is analyzation of the day. Don't beat yourself up. Just say, what can I do better tomorrow? And compliment yourself for what you did do today. So that's how my day goes. Okay. And now, regarding weekly routine, I want to meet with my team. So I meet with my team. That is, my coworkers, my partners, my business partners. Now, also another weekly meeting is I have to meet with my marketing team. Okay. You have to have conversations. You have to see where you're going and adjust as you go. The world changes so quickly. You must adjust as you go. So meeting with your team, whatever type of team that is, whether you're an entrepreneur and it's your salespeople, or it's your entrepreneur and it's your, regional managers, or however it is, or just your family. Okay. It might be just your kids, your spouse, but whatever you do, you got to meet weekly. You got to assess things. And the other weekly thing that I'm going to do is essentially I'm going to assess my week. This is typically on a Sunday before I roll back into Monday. I take Sunday off. All right. Sometimes I do meet with a client, but that's about it. Okay. 1 or 2 clients tops. Maybe I reach out to them, let them know, hey, I can't help you today. It's going to be tomorrow. But essentially, I'll always take a day of rest no matter what. All right. So that's my routine. I hope that helped. I hope you have a beautiful week. It's coming to a weekend right now. So I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Be sure to be your best. Always be your best. Always prepare to be your best. Remember, design, create, organize. All right. You guys stay powerful. It's good to chat with you. Take care.